All right, let's talk about something that might just change the way you handle stress. It's a really simple but incredibly powerful idea called the let them theory. And it's all about how a couple of little words can help you find a whole lot more peace by, you guessed it, letting go.
So, does this sound like you? You know that feeling of being completely swamped, trying to keep everybody happy, trying to manage every single little detail of every situation? It is absolutely exhausting, right? It's like you're carrying this huge weight all the time.
Well, that's exactly where our story kicks off today. With Mel Robbins, the best-selling author who's all about helping people take charge of their lives, finding herself in a total tailspin on a day that, by all accounts, should have been one of her best.
Okay, so let's set the scene here. We're about to get into this intense pressure to control everything, a feeling I think we all know a little too well. This whole story is a perfect storm of those internal and external forces that just build and build when we try to micromanage life.
So, picture this. It's her son Oakley's graduation. Now, Mel's done this 4 times already with her other kids. She's basically a graduation party pro at this point. She's thinking, this is going to be a piece of cake, but oh boy, did reality have some very different plans for her. What was supposed to be this super happy, straightforward day, well, it started to unravel. And not all at once, but piece by frustrating piece. Let's watch how this perfect day just falls apart. And look how this just escalates. It doesn't even start on the day of. It starts 3 weeks before, when her son is kind of lukewarm about even having a party. Then, on the big day, the forecast flips from sunny to a downpour. He totally dismisses a gift she put a lot of thought into. And then, the kicker, he casually mentions he has 0 dinner plans for himself and 20 of his friends. Every single one of these is just another layer of chaos that she feels like she has to fix. And this just lays out how maddening it was. It wasn't just one big problem. It was this storm of little things. 20 people standing in the pouring rain with no umbrellas. Her son just completely shutting down her offers to help. And his genius plan? A tiny taco place that doesn't take reservations. You can literally feel her blood pressure rising just reading this. So what's her first instinct? Well, it's what most of us would do, right? She goes into full-on fix-it mode, trying to wrestle back control of a situation that was already out of her hands. But by trying to force solutions, she wasn't actually helping. All she was doing was cranking up the tension for herself, her son, and pretty much everyone else there. But then, right when she's at her absolute breaking point, something amazing happens. A little moment of clarity comes through from a totally unexpected place. She's venting to her daughter, just letting it all out, and her daughter hits her with this simple but kind of profound piece of advice. She just says, "Mom, this is their party, it's not yours." It was just a little reminder that, hey, the whole event wasn't really about her at all.
Okay, this conversation right here is the whole ballgame. On one side, you have Mel's panic, which is totally understandable, right? They're going to get soaked, his new shoes will be ruined, and on the other side, you have her daughter's calm, steady reply to every single point. Let them. Let them get wet, let them ruin the shoes, let them go. See what's happening? She's not solving the problems, she's releasing them.
And that was it. That was the moment. Just those 2 words. Let them. It was like a light switch flipped in her brain. It wasn't about not caring. It was about finally understanding what was her problem to solve and what wasn't. And the change was instant. I mean, all that anxiety, that frustration, that deep need to be in control, poof, it just evaporated. She stopped trying to fix it, she handed her son $50 for tacos, and she just watched him and his friends run out into the rain, totally happy. And in their joy, she finally found her own peace. So this is more than just a nice story about one tough graduation day. It's a real practical tool you can use. So let's break down how this let them thing actually works as a strategy for cutting down on your own anxiety. So here it is, the official definition. The let them theory is really an active practice. It's you consciously making the decision to stop trying to manage all the things that are not yours to manage, like other people's actions, their feelings, their choices, and definitely what they think about you. Now here's another example, and this one might be even more relatable. Imagine you're just scrolling through Instagram and boom, there's a photo of your entire group of close friends on some amazing vacation, and you're not there. Ugh, that little sting of being left out. I think we've all been there. So you have 2 choices in that moment. Look at these 2 columns. On the left, that's your anxious brain spiraling out. Why wasn't I invited? What did I do wrong? It's just this painful, endless loop. But now, look at the right. That's the let them brain in action. Instead of jumping to the worst conclusion, it tells a different story. You know, they probably just thought I was busy. And the final thought? Let them have fun. It's this incredible shift from feeling hurt to feeling free.
And this isn't just some feel-good mantra. There's actually a really solid psychological reason why these two little words are so powerful.
This chart basically says it all. We spend so much of our time and our precious energy stressing about that huge 85%, all the stuff we have absolutely zero control over. The let them theory is all about pulling your focus away from that big outer ring and putting it right back on that small but powerful 15% in the middle. Because that's where your real power is. And the experts totally back this up. So much of our anxiety, our stress, and our frustration comes from this impossible task we give ourselves, trying to control things that are, by definition, uncontrollable. The moment we try to manage other people's feelings or choices, we're basically setting ourselves up to fail.
So, here's the big takeaway. This is not about giving up or not caring. No way. It's about being strategic. It's about taking back all that wasted energy and putting it where it actually matters, on the things you can truly influence.
So how do you actually do this? Right here, 4 simple steps. First, you just notice it. Feel that little knot in your stomach, that urge to jump in and fix something? Second, you ask yourself that crucial question. Is this really mine to control? If the answer is no, then step 3 is easy. You say the words, out loud, in your head, whatever works, let them. And then, and this is the most important part, step 4, you refocus. You deliberately pull your energy back to the things you can control, which are always your own actions and your own response. This quote from Mel really just brings it all home. Think about it. Whether it's friends who don't call, a partner who walks away, or family that just doesn't get you, your energy is so valuable. It's finite. Don't waste it chasing people or situations that are already moving away from you. Just let them. So, I'll just leave you with this one question to chew on. What's that one thing in your life right now where you're holding on just a little too tight? What's one battle you're fighting that maybe isn't even yours to win? What would happen if, just for today, you decided to let them?